Hi guys, Feliz Jueves, happy Thursday. I hope you guys are enjoying your time at home with your families and your furry friends. Today I actually found a book that talks about germs and bacteria and viruses and how it affects our bodies, so I thought that would be appropriate to read with you guys, especially because we are all at home and not at school together because of a crazy virus that's kind of taking the world by storm right now. So hopefully this is some good information for you guys, and it's followed by a really fun experiment. So if you want to do the experiment, all you need is a plate, some water, pepper, and then a little bit of soap. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, here we go. Germs make me sick. You wake up one morning, but you don't feel like getting out of bed. Your arms and legs ache, your head hurts, you have a fever, and your throat is sore. I'm sick, you say. I must have caught a germ. Everyone knows that germs can make you sick, but not everyone knows how. Germs are tiny, tiny living things. They are far too small to see with your eyes alone. In fact, a line of 1,000 germs could fit across the top of a pencil. There are many different kinds of germs, but the two that usually make you sick are bacteria and viruses. Under a microscope, some bacteria look a little like little round balls, like the first picture. Others are as straight as rods. Some are twisted in spiral shapes. Viruses are far tinier than bacteria. Some look like balls with spikes sticking out. Whoa. Others look like loaves of bread or tadpoles. There are even some that look like metal screws with spider legs. Whoa. Germs such as bacteria and viruses are found everywhere. They're in the air you breathe, the food you eat, the water you drink, and on everything you touch. They're even on your skin and body. Oh wow, this mom's saying to the kid, you should wash your hands before you eat that. She's probably right. Okay. Although germs are all around, they don't always make you sick. Many germs are not harmful. Also, your body keeps out harmful germs most of the time. Your skin blocks the germs. As long as there are no cuts or scratches on your skin, germs can't get in. Here's the germs. Foiled again. Okay. All right. Your nose helps too. It's lined with tiny hairs. The hairs catch many of the germs you breathe in. They push them back out. The inside of your mouth and throat is always wet. Germs often get stuck there, but they don't go any further. Yet some germs do slip in every once in a while. Your friend has a cold. She sneezes. Germs fly out. Ugh. You breathe the air. Some of her germs may get into your lungs. Look, he's doing the correct form. That's what she should be doing to cover her mouth. You take a sip of your cousin's soda. Her germs are on the straw. A few of the germs may get into your stomach. You're riding a bike. You fall and scrape your knee. Germs from the ground may get under your skin. But even when the harmful bacteria and viruses get into your body, you don't always get sick. That's because your body has ways to fight germs. Look, the dog's giving her some advice. That will have to be cleaned thoroughly. What a smart pup. Yeah. The white cells in your blood, okay, we're going to start over. The white cells in your blood go after any germs that sneak in. Usually, these cells kill the germs before they can do any harm. So we have the red blood cells and the white blood cells. White blood cells eat harmful germs. Whoa, that's kind of cool. They can go nom 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 and eat all the germs. Your blood also has special proteins that attack germs. They're called antibodies. The white blood cells and antibodies don't always get rid of the germs, though. Some germs stay in the body and make you sick. So here's what antibodies look like. What do they look like to you guys? To me, they kind of look like pants. Kind of silly. Bunch of pants floating inside your body. What if the germs in your body are bacteria? They quickly start to multiply. Each one becomes 2 new bacteria. Then they become 4, and so on. In a few hours, there may be millions of bacteria in your body. Uh-oh. The bacteria give off waste products. Some of these wastes are poisonous. The poisons can damage or kill the cells that make up your body. When enough cells are harmed, you feel sick. You may have pains and aches, run a fever, or break out in a rash. You may cough or sneeze or even throw up. These signs tell you that cells are being damaged or killed in your body. Oh, this guy's sick. The cat saying, he looks like a leopard. No, not very nice, but he's right. Some bacteria give off poisons that stay close to the bacteria. Bacteria in your mouth are like that. Their poison attacks only your teeth and cause cavities. It does not go to other places in your bodies. Have you guys ever gotten a cavity before? The dentist is saying, too many candy bars, Nancy. Earaches and boils on the skin can also be caused by bacteria whose poisons stay in one place. Ooh. Other bacteria give off poisons that move around the body. One kind of bacteria lives in the lungs, but it gives off poisons that are carried all around in the blood. These bacteria may give you a headache or a sore throat. Ooh, so the cat's teaching us something. He says the heart pumps the blood through the lungs and to all parts of the body. So here we have the lungs, the heart, your veins and arteries. Isn't that weird to think of your body looking like that on the inside? What are these mice saying? How did he get so smart? We don't know. How did the kitty get so smart? Still, other bacteria have poisons in their outer coats. When they touch different cells, their poisons hurt or destroy them. As the cells die, you feel sick. Look, they're at the zoo, and this, he says, that boy looks sick. Yeah, he does look a little sick. I think his dad or grandpa is saying, you don't look too well, Jeff. Has anybody ever told that to you? You don't look too well. Well, thank you. I don't feel good. Thanks for pointing it out. Okay. What if viruses get into your body? Viruses are different from bacteria. They don't give off poisons. Each virus forces its way into a body cell. It disappears inside. For a while, nothing seems to be happening. Then, suddenly, the virus breaks out of the cell. Hundreds of new viruses tumble out. Each virus finds another cell and digs its way in. Then these cells pop open and more viruses pop out. Soon there are millions of viruses in your body. Wow. The viruses spread out. As they do, you feel worse and worse. Viruses bring you colds and the flu, measles, mumps, and chickenpox, and lots of other illnesses. Though bacteria and viruses can make you sick, you usually begin to feel better after a day or two. Your body has beaten back the germs. At times, though, you feel very sick, or you stay sick for days. Then, you should see a doctor. Doctors try to find out which germs are making you sick. What hurts? They ask. Let's take a look. Perhaps they swab your throat with cotton. Then they send the cotton with the germs on it to a lab. Or they may take a few drops of blood from your fingertip or arm. That also goes to a lab to be tested. Your doctor gets a report from the lab. It tells whether the germs are bacteria or viruses. If bacteria are making you sick, the doctor usually prescribes some drug. The drug will either kill the bacteria or stop them from growing. Doctors do not yet have drugs to cure diseases caused by viruses, but they can give you shots to prevent some of these diseases. If you do get sick with a virus, the doctor may give you some medicine anyway. It won't cure you, but it might help you feel better, or protect against bacteria that might even make you sicker. Oh, whoa, poor thing. He's got to swallow a big pill. Even the cat's saying, it's so big. Have you guys had to swallow pills? I remember when I was your age, my mom used to crush up any pills I had to take in pudding or applesauce. Pudding was a much better choice, though. When germs make you sick, your doctor might tell you to stay in bed. Bed rest makes it easier for your body to fight the germs. So do eating and drinking healthy foods and drinks. Once you are well, you want to stay that way. There are lots of ways to stay healthy. Okay, so here's some rules for good health. Stay away from anyone with a cold or the flu. Wash your hands with soap and warm water to get rid of germs. Eat good, healthy food. Brush your teeth after meals. Get plenty of rest. Do some exercise every day. Visit your doctor and dentist regularly for checkups. And be sure to get the shots you need. Germs do make you sick, sometimes, but you can help yourself be as fit as a fiddle all the rest of the time. The end. Okay, now is the time for our experiment. Again, if you don't want to do this experiment, that's totally fine. All you need to do is just exit out of this video and go on your merry way. But if you do want to do this experiment with me, which I would highly recommend because it's very cool, all you need is a plate, water, pepper flakes, and some soap. I would recommend doing this experiment at your kitchen table with a parent or adult present. I made the mistake of doing this on my floor, and classic Miss Mel, I tripped, knocked it over, spilled it all. Okay, here we go. So you are first going to pour your water onto your plate so that it fills it up but doesn't spill over. Then you're going to pour some pepper flakes all over the water so it looks like so. Okay, so here is my plate with water and I sprinkled some pepper on it. It's kind of crazy how everything just kind of disperses so evenly. Okay, so I'm going to take my finger, regular old finger, hello, and I'm going to dip it in the water. Boop. Okay. Oh, there are pepper flakes on my hand. Hopefully you guys can see that. So the pepper flakes are kind of representing germs. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to wipe it off. And I'm going to put some soap on my finger. Just kind of rub it in. Okay, we're going to see what happens. Ready? Whoa! That's crazy! And there's no pepper flakes, even though I put it in just how I did it before without the soap. Ah! Crazy. Hello, I'm nice and clean now. Boop. Okay, so as I mentioned in the video, the pepper kind of represents germs. Of course, soap represents soap. This whole experiment is all about the importance of washing your hands. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I was your age, when I was younger, you know, parents are all like, wash your hands, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really understand, like, my hands aren't dirty. Like, what do you think I'm doing? Sticking them in trash all day? But even if you're not sticking your hands in trash all day, even if you're just sitting in your house, reading a book, your hands and your face and everything is collecting a bunch of germs and things that are so tiny you can't see them. And that was my whole part that I was missing as a kid. Like, I was like, look, my hand is clean. Like, there's nothing on it. I don't need to wash my hands before dinner, you know? But there's so many germs that you can't even see. So that's really why you need to wash your hands, because even though it might not look like you get a lot of germs, just by touching regular everyday stuff, you get a lot of germs, especially you preschoolers who I love so much, but you touch everything, you touch your mouths, your hands, blah, 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 blah. So especially you guys, a little bit germy. So
basically, when you pour the pepper on the water, the pepper floats on top of the water. It doesn't sink. And the water molecules, I know molecules is kind of a weird word. Can you say molecules? Molecules. So, water is kind of like tightly bound together so that the pepper flakes float on top. And then when you put your finger in, of course, the pepper, aka the germs, stick to your finger. So then you could see all the pepper flakes on my finger. Then when I brushed it off and put soap on it, when you put soap in your finger, the water is like, I want to get away from the soap, run away, water away. And the water takes the pepper, aka the germs, with it as you wash it off. So basically, as you're washing your hands, what's happening is you have germy hands, blah, blah, blah. You're rubbing it in soap, which is like, okay, soap, this is good. And then you put it under the water, and the water is like, blah, soap, we don't like soap, let's get away from this. And it washes everything off with the germs. So it's like the germs, imagine, are going on like a water slide ride, like right off your hand and like whoop, like down into the sink, into the drain. Bye-bye, germies. So I hope this was fun for you. This was a fun like visualization for me. I showed my family. They were like, whoa, it kind of makes me look like I have magical powers. I would love it if I did have magical powers. Unfortunately, I'm still a muggle waiting for my Hogwarts letter. A little bitter, but that's okay. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are all washing your hands, trying to touch your face less, things like that. Because even if you're not putting your hand in a pile of trash, which I hope you aren't, your hands are still getting dirty. Have a good day.